Today I will be reviewing or giving you my opinion on Lisa's new album, Alter Ego. What I liked, what I didn't like, and as always, this will be just for fun. My opinion holds no weight in the universe, so without further ado, let's begin. When we open Lisa's site to meet her alter egos, it says, "Inside all of us is an alter ego, or several, fights for their turn in the spotlight. Now Lisa is ready for you to meet every part of her, from the deliciously sweet to the devilish." So, as this album is called Alter Ego, Lisa took the creative direction of actually creating, naming, and giving personalities to her different alter egos, which gained mixed reception, especially on Twitter. And I do think it is a interesting concept, at least, because I don't think we have seen, obviously, albums with mixed directions, side A and side B, but this could have been, and it possibly still could be, a very creative way to express why her songs are different or to express a different part of herself. And it has the potential to be very artistic. So I'm going to read out to you the brief introductions of all of her 5 alter egos, which are Roxy, Sunny, Kiki, Speedy, and Vixie. So because her website starts with Roxy, we are going to start with Roxy as well. It says, "Rockin' Roxy, I'm a rockstar baby, I'm a rockstar. You can call me Roxy, sit back and enjoy the entertainment of your life. And if you know me, you know I live and breathe this lifestyle. Follow me and I'll give you a glimpse into my world. Music is all around me because it is me. I escape into a world that is electrifying with every stroke of my guitar. This is why I live, it's to entertain, always command the stage." So this is supposed to be Lisa's more musical alter ego, and it is associated with the song Rockstar. Here I'm not giving you my opinions, just reading out what she set out for us. Her next alter ego starts with Bisou Bisou, and it's Sunny, and she says, "No time to waste to kiss me. Bonjour, I am Sunny, charmed, I'm sure. I have a certain je ne sais quoi for sun-kissed days and sea-breezy nights. The beach is my sanctuary, where the golden rays warm my skin, and the whispers of the ocean fill me with endless inspiration. There's just something irresistible about the ways the wave call my name, don't you think?" It is the more romantic out of her alter egos, and the song associated with it directly is Kiss Me. Her next alter ego is Kiki, and she starts it with "Why too cute? If you're looking for me, I'm probably burning CDs or finding something new to obsess over. I live for the thrill, whether it's the perfect playlist, a late night adventure, or just something that we can chill and chat over like a game board. Page me, call me, aim me, just don't leave me in red. Hit me up if you want to, Kiki." And she puts in the emojis. The images are on screen, I'm sure you see it. And this is supposed to be the more Y2K, internet, slang-obsessed persona of hers, which I think this one maybe even worked out the best for her, but we'll get to that later. The next one is Speedy. And for Speedy, Lisa says, "Speedy here, straight drifting your way. Built for the rush, wired for the win. Hop into this fast track that's sure to keep you in this ride. I'll give you a new meaning to fast fashion. Tens across the board, souped up and supercharged. Just installed the NOS kit. Try and keep up." And it is the song associated with that alter ego is Lifestyle. And the final, and the one I'm sure everyone saw, and if I break character reading this out, I'm sorry, I'm not a professional, I'm an idiot, so the next one is Vixie. And for Vixie, she says, "Only baddies allowed. Oh, you've heard of me? Good, I'm Vixie, the one they love to call the villain. My lashes came to slay, so step out of my way. My nails cut deeper than your excuses. I'm too busy living in my villain era. Let haters hate. So what's gonna be, friend or foe? Are you rolling with me or am I running you over?" A moment of please like the video for the fact I had to read this out loud. Regardless, the song associated with this specific alter ego is Fuck Up the World. These are the alter egos Lisa offers, and like I said, this is an interesting idea, an interesting perspective to make an album that has multiple genres or multiple different, as she says, personalities, and give them a unique twist on it to make it obviously first marketable, second sell merch, and third for the creative direction. So it could have potential to be really good if she managed to execute it on the album. So let's now finally move on to the actual songs of Alter Ego. The opening single Lisa gives us is Born Again x Ray and Doja Cat. I already talked about this one, so if you actually want to see more of me or care for more of my videos or would like to support me because I'm genuinely flopping so bad, you can watch my full opinion on this song on the February K-pop releases video. This is me being shamelessly self-plugging myself, so further ado, moving on. Born Again is competing for one of my favorite songs on the album, and I mean, I talked about it already, but I'll repeat what I thought. I think it's produced beautifully. I like the way their vocals are blended, and even though I'm not sure, can one execute it live? That is not what I'm judging here. I'm judging here just the song itself as a song. So the blending of the vocals is nice. I like that it has spread out Catholic imagery in the music video, and while the lyrics also carry that obvious metaphor, which means that you can listen to the song without seeing the music video and still make the connection, but obviously the experience is full with the music video and you see three divas. My favorite part of these are Doja's verse and Ray's rap near the end of the song, but I think this is a beautiful album opener and the song is in my style. Second song is Rockstar, and I also talked about this when it first released. It's not my favorite because I don't like flexing songs in K-pop, and I know this is technically supposed to be a pop album, and I don't mean that K-pop as like a harsh critique. I don't want to say that. I'm just saying that to me, when K-pop rappers or rappers that originated in K-pop start flexing, to me it sounds ingenuine and out of culture and inauthentic. To me, doesn't mean it's like that. But I do understand there is nuance, and as someone who cannot really talk about that, I am going to not talk about it because it feels disrespectful, because I am neither Asian nor know anything about rap. So I don't know, I cannot tell you. That said, I can see how this is someone's espresso, how this can be someone's favorite song on the album, and many people love it, so it's in general an okay song. The third song is called Elastic Girl, and in this one I like the beat and the ad-libs. That's why I think it's fun. Also, I think in this album, not just in this track, but in general, Lisa is shouting the innuendo, which if you're making it an innuendo, you shouldn't shout it. And once again, I have no problem with it. Suits some people do that, and there are rappers like, for example, Cupcake. No, I'm not comparing Lisa to Cupcake, I'm just saying there are people who thrive in being a bit raunchy, being a bit spicy. I just think in Lisa's songs, especially this one, it feels a little forced, and I think it's too repetitive, like a lot of her songs are. It's a fun song, but the fact that it's 80% chorus made me bored, even on the first listen, and that was, like I said, my first listen. I re-listened to it 2 times again just to make sure, but regardless, I think it has a potential to be more, maybe if it leaned in more into the spice or had a few different verses. I can see how someone will like it. I just don't. I think it's okay. Thunder is song number 4, and the intro already with the ahas, I don't know. I think it's way too repeated. It's not my favorite, and I don't like the way they produced it. Also, I don't know, does she need to be this a singing or a rapping track? Because she ends up just talking fast. The second verse that I think is actual rap, I do like, but it is very short before it goes back to that auto-tune singing. Whatever filter they put over her voice, I don't think it suits her. It throws me off, and it struggles from the same repetitiveness as the previous tracks, but once again, I can see how it might be someone's cup of tea. Maybe this is a standard in rap. I don't listen to a lot of rap. I listen to Meg Thee Stallion occasionally, and this is nothing like Meg Thee Stallion, so maybe I'm wrong. I am leaving room to be critiqued in the comments by someone who actually knows something about rap. So the next track is New Woman featuring Rosalia. Again, I talked about this one as well, but New Woman is fighting with Born Again to be one of my favorites, or my favorite. It is one of my favorites, but it's fighting to be my favorite. Lisa and Rosalia worked well together. I love the music video. It's very surrealist, it's very artistic. I like whoever produced it. And while it has some slang words like aura or swerve or whatever, I think it works because of the way the song is made, because of the lyrics, because of the production. And I also think that the empowering / flexing / whatever she does in this song does actually work because of the theme of the song. And also Rosalia sounds great. So one of my favorites, definitely. A highlight of the album, if you will. Track number 6 is Fuck Up the World featuring Future, and I've already talked about the solo version in my previous video, which I will link down, but I will once again repeat it because I did do the solo version there, not the version with Future. Honestly, to me, the Future feature didn't bring anything. I don't particularly like his verse. It's okay, it's a generic rap verse, but to me, it feels like it was violently inserted there. There's nothing that makes it natural in the song. I think the song works best when Lisa just does it on her own. Whether it's a good rap or not, that I'm leaving to people who actually know anything about rap. But I don't like his verse. I think it's inserted. I don't love it, and it doesn't match with the way Lisa does it at all, which maybe doesn't have to. But then again, it, to me, it's just like an unnatural body in the middle of the song, which is why I don't like it. But I think the song itself, like the solo version or the parts where there is no Future, grew on me after, because it's like my, 5th or 6th listen to Fuck Up the World. I think it's a grower. I think even though I don't like rap, I can manage to tune out the lyrics and enjoy the way it sounds, which is very hard for me because I take lyrics way too seriously, obviously. But if you tune out the lyrics and if you like rap, I think it's an okay song, though I would recommend version without Future. Punzel featuring Meg Thee Stallion. Like I said, I love Meg Thee Stallion, so might be a bit biased. Someone said in a review I watched a few reviews of Alter Ego, but those were after I wrote my script, so they do not have much to influence my own opinions, especially since I watched a few different reviews with a few different people. But I'll put on the screen, I'll go through those videos I already watched and put who said it. But someone said in a review that the melody and beat sound like SpongeBob music, and honestly I couldn't agree more. I'll credit that joke when I go through reviews. We are now in the middle of the album, and we've been flexing for 7 songs in a row, if we kind of ignore Born Again. But still, for half of the album we've been flexing, which is fine, but I think we have sent the message already. And as the song itself, other than the flexing problem and the fact that I think she's just repeating herself, it feels a bit too slow. The beat feels way too slow for what is supposed to be a rap song, which even Meg here, I think her verse is the best. It's the highlight of the song in my opinion, but even she couldn't make it work. Like, it sounds better than the rest, but it doesn't sound good. But if you would listen to it, I would recommend this version and not the version without Meg, because Meg's 9 lines are the highlight. Track number 8, we get a break from flexing 7 tracks in a row, and it's Moonlit Floor, Kiss Me. I talked about it already, but when artists in general released a remake or a very, very close sample of an incredibly popular song, I don't think it will ever work in their favor. And I don't mean sampling like a part of the beat, or part of lyrics, or referencing. This is genuinely Kiss Me, but just a bit reframed and sung by Lisa, and the line added is Green Eye French Boy Got Me Tripping, which every time I hear it, I am reminded, why am I not listening to Kiss Me as the song itself? So for rap songs and for those fast songs, I don't like rap in general, and for Dust, I am willing to admit that maybe I am the problem, and perhaps I just don't see it. But for this song, because I do listen to ballads, it's like 80% of what I listen to, I do feel I have the quote-unquote authority to say it's bad. First, the Lisa's voice. I am so sorry, I don't know what crashed in the background. I don't know if you can even hear it. Regardless, Lisa's voice is both overproduced, and I don't know if she could sing it live, but that doesn't matter because the lyrics are cringy, and it's just not adding on a good popular song, it's taking away from it. Which I think she shot herself in the foot basically with the fact she sampled Kiss Me, with the fact she basically re-sung Kiss Me. Because I think everyone, myself included, would have liked it more if it was an original ballad. If I didn't know Kiss Me existed, sure, okay, I would say, okay, maybe the lyrics are cringy, but it's a fine ballad. But the fact that I know the original exists and the original is so much better makes this song, for me, flop very low. Number 9 is When I'm With You featuring Tyla. And is it just me, or does the opening of this song sound kind of like those old YouTube intros? Like, type in copyright-free music and put moving images? Maybe that's just me. The rest of the song doesn't sound like that at all. I just think it's the first few notes. I like the fact that it's a song with actual singing. The lyrics themselves I don't like. Once again, I get she wants it to be spicy. She wants to do that. I get it. I just don't like it. Though surprisingly, I do like Lisa's rap section. It feels It feels well placed. And the lyrics themselves aren't recycled from the past 8 tracks, thank God. Because I think it references a duo, aka it references what her and Tyla are supposed to be in the song. It feels like one of Blackpink's old raps, but better, more matured, which is why I think she was going for the entire Alter Ego album. I like the outro they sing together. I'm so sorry, English is not my first language, please forgive me. They sing together. I think it's a decent song again. I do like it, even though, to be honest, this isn't even a nitpick, this isn't even a plus or a minus, it's just a natural statement. I wouldn't recognize Tyla in the song if it didn't say, like, I didn't recognize her voice, and usually her voice is very recognizable to me. So maybe it's my hearing, maybe I'm tired, or maybe it is because of the way the song is blended. Do tell me if you have the same or similar experience. Song number 10, Bad Girl, has the most random brand drops in the first 10 seconds. Motorola and Honda Civic, Lisa, okay, but whatever. And the part where she repeats "and it go" is annoying, but that's just me. And like, I get it, she's trying to distance herself from the more PG-13 but kind of baddie image Blackpink has. I understand that, but I think she's overdoing it. Like, yes, some people do it well. I don't have a problem with what she's trying to do in general. I just don't think she pulls it off. Maybe not in this song, maybe I just have a flawed opinion, but regardless, I don't think she pulls it off in this particular song. Song number 11 is called Lifestyle, and the reference to TikTok in the first 10 seconds is automatically taking me out. That's a first minus. I like the beat, I like the melody, even if it's like the millionth flexing song, like, are we not tired? But regardless, I hate how they filtered her voice during the parts that are not straight up rap. Like the parts where you can say, oh, she's talk singing. Those parts are horribly filtered, in my opinion. The rap itself sounds fine. I don't know. It's a mid song, but like, this album, we're already almost done. And if this album was meant to show us all sides of Lisa, I think there's very little variety we've been shown so far. Track number 12, Chill. A lot of people say this is the best or one of the best on the album, and the melody and beat are outright immediately nice. And I actually agree with the public opinion in this one. Finally, they release her voice out of whatever filter they've been holding her hostage in. It isn't the process, weirdly. The lyrics are fun and cheeky instead of trying to be what she isn't. She's being playful, she's being cheeky, and I think it actually works in this song. And she isn't repeating what we've been hearing for the past 10 songs already. And the bridge or the outro, whatever it is, sounds nice. So I agree with the general public on this one. This is a highlight of the album. If you want to listen to something, listen to this, or maybe Born Again, or maybe New Woman. Track number 13 is called Dream, and it has a music box melody in the background. I know objectively, like when you look at it objectively, Lisa is probably not the best singer, and the lyrics aren't incredible, wow, amazing, but also this isn't a ballad-focused album. But I do like it and ballad in general, so even if I don't know why the second verse needed a speed up / kind of rappy but not actually rap section, I think it's a nice ballad. She didn't need to close the album with a ballad, but because technically she has that alter ego concept, it kind of fits, so I also think it's nice. Other two songs that are actually just augmented versions of previous songs: Fuck Up the World Vixie solo version and Rapunzel Kiki solo version. Fuck Up the World in general, I'd say it's interchangeable. To me, perhaps even the solo version is preferable. And for Rapunzel, honestly, I would not recommend listening without Megan's verse, because Megan's verse at least breaks up that monotony a little bit, but I don't like Rapunzel as a song in general, so I don't think a feature does or takes away as much. So when I add and divide the scores of each song or of each rating, how I rated each song personally, the overall album rating that I would get is 6.47 or 6.5, which in general is not bad, but I don't think it is as great as perhaps Lisa hoped it would be, which obviously this is just my opinion. It doesn't mean it's true. The point is, I think people are also overhating this album because it's trendy. Some for good reasons, some for bad reasons, but also people are overhyping it. And I think the actual real correct, maybe not correct, but objective rating, at least in my opinion, is around a 6.5. It's a okay album. It has some really good standout tracks. For example, I would recommend Born Again, I would recommend New Woman, I would even recommend Chill, maybe even Dream. Those songs I would get anyone to listen to. And if you like rap, I assume Fuck Up the World or Rockstar or Lifestyle are also decent, who knows. Another problem is that Lisa gave herself way too many of these alter egos, which once again, I get it. Point, it's more to sell albums and photo books than anything else. But the thing is, if you have an album of 15 tracks and you have 5 alter egos, that would imply that alter ego gets 3 tracks. Perhaps it doesn't have to be even, but that's the vibe. And you'll see on the screen the songs I bolded, and the undercolors are what each alter ego represents. So the bolded tracks are the tracks that Lisa themselves confirmed, and the tracks that aren't bolded but still have a colored background are tracks that I believe which alter ego they would correspond to, which in this case we have confirmed 3 Kiki tracks, in which one is just a repackage. We have confirmed 4 Vixie tracks, which another one. Actually, we have only 2 confirmed Vixie tracks, but 4 that I assume are Vixie. So I think Vixie and Speedy are way too interchangeable as alter egos, in my opinion. I think she could have gone without one of them. It would make a lot more sense. But I suppose she wanted to market it as a bit more diverse, because to me they are interchangeable. To me, songs like Bad Girl or Thunder or Elastic Girl have this same vibe. But then we have songs like When I'm With You and Chill and Born Again that don't have any alter ego, in my opinion, that corresponds to them, as well as Rockstar, which is Roxy, but she only has one song that to me looks like that alter ego the way that Lisa marketed it herself. Now that doesn't need to be a nitpick, like maybe that's just me taking this way too seriously, but I did want to mention it because I did brainstorm which song would fit each alter ego because I don't have a life or something. But regardless, final thoughts. I think it's a decent album. I think, like I said, it's both overhated and overhyped. If you want to listen to songs, like I said, I recommend the highest Born Again and New Woman, and then perhaps Chill, When I'm With You with Tyla, maybe Rockstar, maybe even Dream. But I don't know. I feel like Lisa tried too hard to push herself into the Western mainstream rap world, and she just didn't have the lyrics, and I don't think she has perhaps the prowess to do it. Maybe she does, maybe I'm wrong, but she has always been a dancer within Blackpink as a group, and I think she took out a lot more than she can chew. Now, of course, to finish on a somewhat positive note, I do want this to work out for her. I do want it to be successful, and there are genuinely some good songs and a lot of songs that are decent that maybe could have had a few improvements and would have been good. So I don't think we should be that hard on her, but also we shouldn't bash anyone who decides to give genuine criticism. I think there is a middle exists, and we can live in it and actually enjoy the album as a piece of work for what it is and not for what it isn't. That said, I do hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.